Hey guys, it's Jonna, and I was tagged by dinahout to do the 10 questions tag. This one is a little different than some of the other 10 question tags I've seen, but I thought it was pretty cool, so I'm gonna do it now. I have my questions written down here, so I'll glance at them from time to time. Let's see. The first one is, how did you come up with your username? And my username is oBostonLvr, and a few people have asked me if I'm from Boston or things like that, or like Boston sports team, and no, that's not the case. It's all about this right here. This is Maya, and she is a Boston Terrier, and I love all Boston Terriers. It's my favorite breed of dog, so I wanted BostonLvr, which was already taken, so I just added a little O to the front, so that's how I got my username. The next question is, what would you do with $1 million? The first thing I would do is pay off my student loans in my schooling, because I've been through 4 years of undergraduate college, and then now I'm doing 4 years of professional school, so I'm gonna have a lot of student loans. So the first thing I would do is pay those off. The next thing I would do is buy a nice house for my mother and my grandmother, because they both have helped me out all my life. They were like my two parents. My grandmother pretty much took the place of my father, so I would buy them each a really nice home close to each other and close to me, wherever that may be at the time. And with the rest, I'd buy myself a home and probably put some back to open my own veterinary clinic and animal rescue someday when I'm out of school. And I'd probably have to take a tropical vacation somewhere in there. Spend like a month or two in Hawaii or something. Let's see. The next question is, when are you the happiest? I would say I'm the happiest when I'm going to bed at night and I've just had a shower and put on a great smelling lotion and some comfortable pajamas, and I'm laying in bed with Maya, my dog, up on my pillow next to my face, and my boyfriend next to me, and we're all just laying in bed watching TV, talking, and those are my two favorite things, boyfriend and the dog, and I love sleeping, so laying in bed with the both of them, just chatting and watching some TV would probably be when I'm the happiest and the most relaxed. Number 4 is the favorite thing about yourself. I don't know if this question was supposed to be taken as like a character trait or like a physical quality, so I'll just go ahead and do both. For a physical quality, I would say my hair. I used to always want it to be straight and straighten it in school and never wear it down because I was embarrassed about it being big or wild or whatever, but now when I straighten my hair, I look in the mirror and I don't even feel like myself. Like, this is me. Long, crazy, wild, curly hair. That's just a big part of who I am now, so I like my hair if it were a physical thing. If it were to be more of a character trait, I would say my openness. I don't hide anything from anybody. If I did it, I'll tell you about it, because I just simply wouldn't do anything I'm that ashamed of. So I don't know, sometimes I've known a lot of people who keep a lot of secrets, even from their friends and family, and I just could never live like that. Like, I'm just a totally open person. If you want to know anything about me, I'll tell you. Anything. So I like that. I think it like lifts a lot of stress off of you when you just don't have any secrets, so I don't have anything to hide, and I like that about myself. The next thing is most embarrassing moment. Talking about being open, this is one that people who know me are gonna be like, I can't believe she said that on camera, but I don't care. So when I was 17, I traveled abroad for a school trip for my French class, and we went to France and England, and our first stop was Paris, France, and the very first night we got there, we just went to the hotel and went to bed. The next morning I woke up late, and the girl I was rooming with, my friend Courtney, had already woken up before me. Everyone wakes up before me, and she had already went into the bathroom and got in the shower and locked the door. So she was in there taking a shower with the door locked, and I knocked and I tried to talk to her, and she's just in there singing and showering and didn't hear me, and I had to pee like, oh my god, I had to pee. And so I'm walking around trying to figure out what I'm going to do, trying to wait on her, but she's taking forever, and I mean, I really had to go. So I was too afraid because it was my first day in France. I was just too scared to like go out and go down to the hotel lobby and like maybe have to interact with French people and stuff for the first time by myself. I was just too freaked out at that point to do that yet. So I went to my luggage and emptied out the freezer bag that I had my shampoo and conditioner and hair products in for traveling. Emptied it out and peed in it. So then I had this bag of pee in a big freezer bag underneath my bed, and I didn't want the like maids to have to come in and clean the room and find it. So when my friend Courtney got out of the shower, I had to tell her that I peed in a plastic bag and I needed to go in the bathroom and dump it in the toilet. So I'd say that was my most embarrassing moment. The next question is, who did you take your last picture with? And that would be my best friend from my hometown. I was back home last week for the 4th of July and everything, and I had done her makeup and we took a picture together. The next question is, what is your dream job? Honestly, my dream job is to be a veterinarian, and that's what I'm gonna do because I'm already in veterinary school, so I guess that's not too exciting since I'm gonna do what my dream job is, but it's pretty freaking cool if you ask me. So honestly, I mean, my boyfriend and I have had these conversations like, if you had $1 million, what would you do? If you could do anything in the world, what would you do? And I'd be a veterinarian, so I just don't think I'd be happy without putting my hands on animals every day and treating them medically and helping them. So even if I had a lot of money, even if I could do whatever I wanted, I'd want to be a veterinarian. The next question is, what is your dream car? And I don't really get too into cars, but I know it would be red and it would be sporty. I drive a red sports car now, but it would be a lot more expensive than mine. So I'm gonna go ahead and say a red Aston Martin would be my dream car. One item you can't live without. If it was going to be a person or a living thing, it would be my dog Maya. I can't live without her, but since it says item, I think we're thinking about an inanimate object. So I'm gonna say Diet Coke. I can go without makeup. I can go without lots of things, but I can't live without the Diet Coke. So yeah, I have to have that every day, and if it's not in the house, I'm really anxious like a crack addict that needs a fix. So Diet Coke. And the last question is, one lesson you've learned in life. And that was the hardest one for me. I mean, sure, you know you've learned a lot in your life, but it's hard to just pinpoint one lesson and talk about it. But I think it would have to be to just be real with yourself and with others. I know that's really vague, but I'm kind of thinking about emotionally and having issues and just being open with it. I mean, coming to terms with your issues and letting it out. I know I've had a lot of hardships in my life and a lot of really, really bad things happen in my life. There could probably be a Lifetime movie about my childhood, but I know for a long time I just kind of put up a wall and just acted like everything was cool and I was tough and I was strong and just nothing was wrong with me, and I was the most confident, put together, collected person in the world, but inside that was like the farthest thing from the truth. And now I'm just more open with it and allow myself to be vulnerable and let people know when I'm hurting or when I'm worried or when I'm scared or when I'm having an issue, and it just really helps me, makes me feel more at peace with myself and makes me actually feel stronger on the inside when I let myself be weak on the outside sometimes. So that is my 10 questions tag, and I will tag 10 other people, and I hope to see all of your responses. Thank you so much for tagging me, Dina, and I'll see you guys later.